In this video we are going to test out this Olympus Infinity Stylus 35mm camera, and we are going to try all the functions to make sure that it's functional. So first we are going to open up the battery compartment and put in a battery. This is not included, but it's a type 123 battery, and we will just verify that first of all when we turn it on it opens up and we see it's flashing an E there for being empty. That means that it's ready to have a roll of film added. We'll just close that and shut it off and then open up the back. And then I have this roll of scrap film all ready to put in here. So we are going to bring the film across and into the area there where the orange line is for proper loading. And then, oh, it curled back out. Just get that in there and straight and push the back shut, and there we hear it winding. And now if I open this up we see it's ready for picture number 1, and if I press this button we saw that the lens extended out to focus and the flash went off. We'll try that once more. Well, it's probably trying to charge the flash. And there it was bright enough it didn't need the flash. So in order to test the flash, we can see it's got an auto setting. If we push this to where it's off, then it just won't flash. If we set this to fill in, then the flash will always go off, like it did there. It has to charge back up again. There's a little indicator light right in here so that when it's not ready to flash it won't do it. Let's try now. There it was ready. And if we do the flash mode on with this Auto S, I think that's where it does a kind of a red eye flash. There we see. There we go. So that tested that. Now we're going to shut the flash off and test the self-timer. And in order to do that, we push the self-timer button and then push the shutter button, and then this little red light came on. And now as we watch that, you're running to get in the picture yourself, and there now it's warning that it's close, and then we saw it activate. And so the self-timer's working. Down here we have, this camera is the little bit higher end version of this camera that features this quartz date set. So if we look at here, there's a mode switch, and there I just pushed it and it shows the year 89, 1 and 1, and if you move this around you can get it to where you have the year first or you have the year last and various configurations. There's a clock. So if we wanted to set that, what you do is you hold the mode switch until one of the numbers is flashing, and there's the year. And so if we take something and just work that, and now up to, there's the year 2016, and it goes up through the year 2020, and then that's as far as they planned ahead for this one. 18, 19, 20, and then goes back to 1989. So there's a few years left. But anyway, that verifies that the calendar is working. We can set the other things as well, the month and the date and the clock. So anyway, that's all working. And let's finish off the rest of there. That was as many pictures as I had in this roll, so now it's rewinding. And there we see, counting backward, 10, 9, 8, and it will go all the way down and go a little past 1 to make sure that it's completely wound back into the housing. And there I just heard it break free, and it spins a few more times. Now it's showing the E flashing, and that means it's safe to open the back of the camera. I'm going to push the cover forward and shut it off. And we'll open up the back, and then if we wanted to, we could process these pictures. Of course, we're not going to do that now, but let's look at the camera while it's open. We can see that everything looks good here, no cracks or any problems. Over here on the other side, we can see the pressure plate looks good. The seal around the little window is good. The door latch is good, and it closes up nicely. And there the motor's running as if it's preparing another roll of film. When we had the battery out, we can see the battery compartment is very nice and clean, and the battery door latch is still present. Those are sometimes broken on these cameras, but this one works well. So all in all, a very nice example of the Olympus Infinity Stylus. It has the original strap. I believe this is the original one. It says Olympus on the little tag right here. So, nice example of this pocket camera.